our next question comes from John DeGamer64.
Okay.
And John DeGamer asks, what made you want to become a YouTuber? I have one word. Shoes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, shoes. No, Liam Sullivan was a huge inspiration. Because, you know, that was like 10, 11 years ago. And YouTube was just a baby back then. So, what about you?
I think mine would have to be Kurt Hugo Schneider.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. All of the... And Sam Shui. Those two together, because that was when I got into the cover music on YouTube. Those are the people that I watched. Instead of just watching, like, he's super talented. All the instruments that he plays, he, like, writes all the music, you know, redoes it for the covers, like, for the mood. He does, like, they all do the set and the costuming, because they do costumes, and it's so creative. And I want to do that, maybe not to that level, the whole thing, but I want to be a part of something like that. And that was why I wanted to get on YouTube.
Well, I remember watching all the Kelly videos and Liam's other characters as well, and I'm like, I can totally do that. You know, that was back in the baby days of YouTube, but yeah, I saw something that was creative and funny, and I was like, I want to do that. Alright, our next question comes from Blur's Completely Complicated Life. And Blurs asks, what was the most scariest moment of your life?
Probably almost drowning.
Didn't you almost drown like 3 times?
Yeah, so almost drowning. Yeah.
Like,
I'm not good in the water. Apparently. Except it was never while I was in the Navy. Except for the one time.
I can actually pinpoint the very exact moment that I became arachnophobic.
Uh-huh.
I can.
The exact moment.
The exact moment. I was like, we're like 4 or 5. I remember I was wearing a frilly dress. I went outside and I, with no fear, started playing in the grass with a couple of toys and whatnot. And no fear of bugs whatsoever at this point in my life. And I found a spider. And I was like, ooh! So I ran inside and I grabbed an empty, like, tomato sauce jar. Grabbed the lid, I went out and I captured it, and I grabbed a handful of grass and shoved it in to simulate the natural habitat. And I capped it and I ran inside. I'm like, Mommy, look! Look, I caught a spider. She's like, get that thing out of here!
Yeah. I can imagine.
And so I want to keep it, and I went back outside and I unscrewed it and I turned the thing upside down, but it was latching onto one of the blades of grass that I had put in there. It didn't want to come out, so I ketchup bottled it, and it landed on the concrete, and it turned around and it jumped at me. My 4-year-old life flashed before my eyes as this thing landed somewhere on me. I immediately ran inside and stripped.
Okay.
Because I couldn't find where the spider was. But that's that very, very moment that I became arachnophobic. To this day, I cannot do spiders.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
The most terrifying moment of my life.
Who's next?
Moments in Motion.
Okay.
Moments in Motion asks, if you could film a collab with any one YouTuber, who would it be and why? Such a good question. Oh my gosh.
I know who I'd pick.
Who would you pick?
I'd pick Mamrie Hart.
Mamrie?
I want to do a collab with Mamrie Hart.
Oh,
so
that
bad.
would be fantastic.
I just puns.
Because trust
Puns.
me, we deserve a drink. To be perfectly honest, I would love to do a collab with Flula.
No, wait. Let me guess. Auto-tunes.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh my gosh. Between the both of us, by the way, if you haven't checked out the rest of our content, we do sing.
Yeah.
We love karaoke. We post karaoke vids all the time. I want to do an auto-tunes with Flula.
Yeah.
So bad. But the question would be, what song would we do?
You could do your song about a woman's greatest asset.
Ah.
That could be fun.
That would be great. You gotta have boobs.
Absolutely! It'd be so fun.
Our next question comes from Annie OMG. And Annie OMG asks, if you can be famous for anything in the world, what would it be? Singing for him.
I would love to be known as a singer. Yeah, I want to be a professional entertainer.
Da 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 da.
Ah!
If I could be famous for anything in the world, what would it be? I don't know. I feel like I just want to be known for something. Like, I want to leave an impression on the world in some form or fashion. Oh, it's non-specific. It's something, you know, creative. Like, both of us are majorly creative people, so leaving your mark on the world in something that you create with your own two hands, I think that's cause-worthy. All right. Our next question comes from Stephen Downey. He asks, if it were possible to be reincarnated as any animal, which would you choose to be? Ooh. You know what? I would be a house cat. Like a well-loved and spoiled house cat. I have worked far too hard in this life. I want to just lounge through my next one.
I'd be a spider.
I'd be a sloth.
That's fine.
He's terrified of sloths, by the way.
I am terrified of sloths.
And clowns. And dolls. Especially clown dolls.
Rove entirely.
Or an otter.
You would be an
otter!
Wait, where is it? Where is it? Otters. My baby! I got this for him for Christmas. He loves otters.
No babies.
Our next question comes from Summertime Raw. Summertime Raw asks, what is your favorite YouTube channel? Oh, if we can only pick one? For you? Gosh, what do you watch the most of?
What was I just watching outside?
WoW Presents.
WoW Presents. Oh my god.
We love our drag queens.
Yes. Hashtag Team Trixie All Stars 3.
What do I watch the most of? I think right now it's a toss-up between...
Vsauce.
Well, I do watch a lot of Vsauce.
You watch a lot of Vsauce.
But I would say it's a toss-up actually between Alonzo Larone.
Get a dictionary!
And I love my Good Mythical Morning. I love Rhett and Lank.
Oh.
Alright, our next question comes from Andy Wah.
Okay.
Andy says, what are your thoughts about the new YouTube monetization rules? They suck.
That things had to be done because of certain things. It was necessary. I think it was sudden.
Very.
I don't like how it just kind of happened. It would have been nice to know ahead of time that something would be changing. It still interfered with a lot of people on YouTube. If they had just let us know so we could have planned for the fallout, basically.
I agree with you that something had to be done. However, I think they should have introduced a tiered monetization. That would have worked, because that way you got your smaller YouTube channels protected. Those that were monetized get to be grandfathered in. You know, because they worked very hard to get where they were.
They did, yes.
You know, I was reading horror stories of people getting, you know, their monetization like the day prior and then waking up to find an email in their inbox saying, oh, by the way, you don't qualify anymore. Yeah. Which I just think is major BS.
Yeah,
I think that if you were monetized by a certain date, that you should be grandfathered in, and then that would be like the bottom tier if you don't meet the new requirements. And then people who are like almost there, and then people who are over, because you got your big and you got your small, but you got those medium ones too.
Yeah, you do.
I really think it should have been tiered.
I agree with that.
So
I like that.
We were halfway to monetization.
We were.
Because it was, what, 10,000? 10,000 views. We were at 5,300. We were halfway there. And then all of a sudden they're like, just kidding.